Another day, another first time reaction ever to an artist that Andy Rue, the uncultured Gen Z kid, should have listened to growing up, but didn't. Guys, if you don't know, once again, my name is Andy Rue. And I've been checking out tons of just classic rock, pop, metal, rap, just tons of great classics that I did not get to be, raised on because my family, they listen to a lot of like contemporary Christian music and stuff like that. So like these just amazing classics, these amazing rock bands and everything, just they weren't in my space growing up. So I've been taking time on this channel to check it out, and it's just been absolutely amazing doing that with you guys. And today I've never reacted to Alice in Chains. I've probably heard an Alice in Chains song, obviously, in my life before, but not knowledgeably. It would have been on the radio or in the background or in a movie or something. But this is like a first time reaction ever to like Alice in Chains. So I'm gonna check it out, guys. We're gonna check out Wood. That's what we're checking out today. And let's get into it, guys. Where are my two-steppers at? Listen, as if you guys know me, I'm a metalhead. I love like, metal and rock and things like that. But it's always been like I grew up, not having someone to show me that music led me to grow up listening to like different paths of metal. Like it was a lot of metalcore and hardcore and kind of the heavier stuff, like a lot of deathcore and slam and things like that. So I just never got to, enter the world of classic rock and stuff that's adjacent to that, such as Alice in Chains. I don't know what genre you would consider Alice in Chains, if they're grunge or metal or rock. So I guess we'll check it out today. But yeah, I know a lot of people get confused when I say I haven't reacted to certain bands. And that's why, it's just like I had a weird upbringing with a lot of this stuff. I also wish I would have if you guys don't know, also I'm a musician, but I was a pianist, right? I started when I was 6 years old. I'm 26 now, and I was classically trained until I was 18. So I feel like it's a very different path than if I had learned something like guitar or drums or something like that, right? I feel like if you learn guitar and you get into like electric guitar and stuff, you start learning a lot about, Stevie Ray Vaughan and a lot of just, and Jimi Hendrix and a lot of just like the legends in that space, and I just didn't learn that as a pianist. I was focused on classical music and Baroque era and jazz and things like that. So like this kind of stuff it never got into my reach, and I'm excited to get into it today. So let's begin. This is interesting. I'm an audio engineer. I'm a producer, and I do live sound, and I do recording studio stuff. That's my full-time job. So, I love pointing out things when I hear it production-wise, and this is very ambient. The vocals are sitting a little bit below everything, and it sounds interesting. It's got an interesting sound. I really like it. It's very echo, like a lot of reverb on the voice, and it's definitely a vibe. It's a different vibe than what I was expecting. This is interesting. Love hereafter. So much reverb on the voice. That's crazy. It's like getting drowned in reverb. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. really like abstract looking video. Like we got a lot of these like flashy like scenes in black and white, high contrast, super high contrast, right? Like super super bright whites and super deep blacks. And it's like very symbolic. Like everything is very interesting. Oh wow, this is cool. Do they have multiple singers? Dang, this is okay. Oh, also one thing that I just heard. Interesting. I always thought this was an interesting way to write music when you have like a full like 8 to 16 bar like verse, right? Then you go into your chorus and then you make the second verse really really short, like 4 bars or like half the length of the first verse. That's kind of what they did here. I always think that's an interesting choice, but it's interesting. I hear it a lot in country music actually, oddly enough. But the two singers, this is interesting. Okay, so how much of a role do each of them play? You guys are gonna have to give me a lot of information about Alice in Chains, considering this is like my first reaction ever to Alice in Chains, and let me know if I should react to more of them. But I love one thing I noticed about like 90s and 80s and 70s music is like the everybody was a musician, right? Like it's not like, and they were like well rounded, like they all could sing, they all could do like you can go as far back as like the 50s on this channel with stuff that I've reacted to, and you notice that there's like a huge surplus of bands that have multiple lead singers essentially. And it's something that's a little bit missing today. In fact, the band participation now is really interesting because it almost seems like the front man is all there is to a lot of these bands now. And then the other band members always switch out. No one's really a singer. One of the notable bands that I really like that kind of have two pretty prominent singers is like Hot Mulligan. They're really good. Kind of a different lane than this, obviously. They're kind of like more rocky Midwest emo, kind of like, I don't know. It's interesting. But they have two singers that are, and they both play a really big part in the band, in the writing. But this is just like, this is really cool. I didn't know that. This is interesting. Got a really nice rasp. I really like his voice. Crazy chord change there. Crazy little like change in the progression there. Triplet the drummer had that was really unexpected. I liked that. Wow, weird structure. That ending was so crazy. Guys, if I should check out more Alice in Chains, let me know. Really cool. Really cool. I did not know what to expect with them. Like I was thinking it was going to be more like kind of traditional rock, and I guess in a sense they are, but like they're very like ambient, like I said. They're very it's almost like grunge and rock mixed together. If you guys have a genre, and maybe they don't fit into any box, obviously, and I don't like to put musicians in boxes. As a musician myself, I don't like that. But if there's like a specific genre that you guys can like label them as, let me know what that is because this is interesting. Really, really interesting. I really enjoyed that, guys. I definitely want to check out more Alice in Chains, so comment some more stuff or other stuff. It doesn't have to be Alice in Chains, but check out everything else we're doing on the channel. It's a lot of fun over here. We also started a membership where you can check out some stuff before they drop to the public, so you get a little bit of early access over there. But if you don't want to sign up for that, that's okay. Your regular subscription means the world to me, and you're not missing out on anything because everything we drop on the membership, we eventually drop to the public. My socials are also in the description. I have my Instagram, X, and TikTok. I don't really use my X as much anymore. Yeah, no, I do a lot of crazy stuff on there. You can kind of check out the other music that I'm normally listening to on those socials and me being weird and goofy online. So, yeah, shameless plug, all those things. And I'm going to get my butt out of here. Peace. Ba, ba, ba.